not hitting it, or you hitting it?
All right. Let's get it started. What's up? Mic check 1 2. What's up, y'all? We in the building. Everybody's here. This is Set in the West. This is the Jaguar Wright Effect, the Jaguar Wright Show. What it could do. I'm gonna just go ahead and just set it off and get started. Y'all know what it is. This is a good Sunday, April 12th, 2026. So I have been told. That's the date they told us. That's we don't know. But
Could you hear me?
And I couldn't hear you. That's why I was saying what I was saying.
Yo, my
You were
studio
muted?
tripping.
Well, we got to update. I told you we got to do the update. We're going to do the update. So we ain't going to be here too long, but we'll get you updated. Hold on.
Salute LP in the building.
Let's just
Salute
start
to
with
the
this.
dopest nerd in the building.
What's up, y'all?
Yvonne,
Yeah.
Usual suspects. Oh, Claudette says you and Jag make my day. Stay safe. Oh,
That's what's up. Miss
thank
Helena, a member of, I don't know which part, but I appreciate you. Whether you're a member over here or you're a member over there, we appreciate you.
Yeah, I'm gonna just leave it alone because apparently I can't switch nothing. I can't do nothing.
Just
It let me hit it. It don't let me hit it. It's like
just broadcast and then let me do the update and then you'll be good to go. I'll take care of that. I think that's the
Yeah.
issue. It just needs to be updated, but I got you. I'll take care of that.
Probably, man.
Cole Lee, what's up? Regina, what's up? And no, we appreciate y'all. Anybody that's here, if you're lending us your ears, we appreciate that because that's what it's about. Each one teach one, shout out to everybody here who has love and appreciation for us. And I'm gonna say this for the unfortunate souls who like to come in here and call, let's just say they're on demon time, they do the devil's work. Whatever you do, if somebody just left a message here, I'm not gonna say who, but I already know who you are, and it's unfortunate. You really should. You spend all this time trolling online, doing what you're doing when you should be with some rosaries and praying for your granddaughter or whoever else is ill in your family So, and I'm not going. All I'm gonna say is I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna pray that you get healing. I'm gonna pray that you and your family is okay, because what you put out there is what you get back. I'll just say it like that. And if you got the time to just troll, that's sad. That is very sad. You could be preaching. You could be uh, giving kids guidance. You could be doing a whole lot of productive things, but you choose to troll. That is just sad.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Let me step in here for a second. Um, because I hear
Oh,
what you're saying and I hear where you're coming from. But what I've realized is there's a certain class of people here on this internet that when you look into who they are and what they are and how their lives are they're not well. I mean, people could say whatever they want to say about me. I've lived all kinds of things. I've had all kinds of experiences. My life has taken a different turn. It's taken a different path, and I'm re-examining and redetermining who I am. Now and for the future. So I got that going on. But a lot of these people, they don't have a lot going on. This is really all that they have, and attaching themselves to another person, whether it's to impersonate that person or whether it's to, just like you said, troll and grift off of someone else's name, or just create havoc and be demons and be on demon time. Like, for a lot of these people, this is all they have, and it's wild because I look into their lives and I'm just like, when it gets to the point where you got to sit online and you got to beg strangers to help you pay your bills, and you got to beg, it's so funny. Like, I'm an independent contractor. I've been an independent contractor my entire adult life. No different than any other public, you know, entity or public like, this is my life. You know what I mean? But when you're an absolute stranger who has absolutely nothing to offer to the world other than just sitting online and creating havoc, and I mean, but this is the state of the world we're living in. So, I look, let's just get to the content, because for real, everything that we're about to talk about, it all leads into this same culture.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah,
it leads into the same, you know what I mean? Like the same just
yeah.
hate. It's just this hate culture. Um,
Right, right.
and for real, we all need to be spending a lot of time praying for this nation. Like, I've never seen that movie Civil War before. Never saw it until today. And I'm like, wow, it's it's kind of interesting where this is leading to. Like, looking at that film, like, and thinking of the nature of the world that we're living in right now, like
That could
that
be
could be
tomorrow.
reality. Yeah.
That people don't realize that, and that's why I was mentioning it. And I said, yeah, definitely everybody should check it out. It's a 2024 film. 2022 it dropped, and I saw it when it first came out, and I was already on it. Like, yeah, this is something. This is definitely interesting.
No, because I'm sitting there and I'm looking, and there's all kinds of things that are happening in the world that people aren't talking about, that people aren't really acknowledging. And I think, that's why what we're talking about today is so really important, because once again, the distractions are back. The distractions are back in full effect on Demon Time. Now, my first album, I was pregnant during the
Hmm.
promo period, and
Mm-hmm.
I gave birth not long after my album was released, and I was back out on tour, and you know I remember there was this one show that I had done, and I was at the Electric Factory in Philly, and I had on my custom maternity pieces, that were made to keep me stylish while I was, pregnant. And salute, because all of those pieces, those custom pieces that I had, were designed by OJ Simpson's daughter, Arnell.
Nice.
Arnell Simpson. She designed my maternity wardrobe, and it was super dope. It was super crazy because I had on these like leather pants, and they kind of like, stitched up on the side so that they were around the bottom of my belly. But as I was, it's just so crazy because, like, literally, as I was on stage and I was, moving around in my stiletto high heels, pregnant, because I was wearing stilettos up until I was like 7.5 months pregnant,
Mm-hmm.
which was terrible. I shouldn't have done that. No, because I have scoliosis.
Yeah, I know. I'm like you over there risking your back.
Like, I was, doing damage to my feet, doing damage to my back. And what if I had fallen? What if I had lost step? What if I had gone unbalanced? I could have fell on my belly. That could have hurt my child. So there was a lot of things, but this is the kind of stuff that they put entertainers through. And people really don't pay attention. So anyway, I'm sitting there on stage, and my pants have started to slack down, and my ass crack was showing. And somebody was like, "Oh my God, Jay, your ass is out." Now, this is back in 2002. And I turned around being the funny, person that I am. And I was like, "It ain't no but a little bit of ass. That's what got you here. That's it. Just a little bit of ass. And that's what got you here." And everybody started laughing. And, but that was, you know, 20, what, 4 years ago, that was considered a risque moment. I guess that's why I'm bringing it up. That was considered a risque moment 24 years ago. My pants fell down, they slid down a little bit while I'm dancing on stage, while I'm pregnant as can be. And my butt crack, top of my butt crack showed a little bit, and boom. People yell, "Oh my God, Jack, your ass is showing." Yeah, yeah, it got you here. And that was that moment. So when I see stuff like this, and understand this, for me, I was, in my younger years, I was the edge. I was the outrage. I was, yeah, and no, no, no.
Well,
Fast forward a
you
quarter
done
century.
paved. Oh, hold on. See, this whole StreamYard thing is tripping. Unmute your mic.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think
No, no, no.
you
No,
were talking to me, but I totally missed it.
no. It's because of this. It's because of how this whole little thing is laid out. I was playing this, and it's because it. So this is what I want to do. Hold on. Okay. So there we go. You should be able to talk now. I said, did you pave the way for this right here?
Yeah, no, I can't take credit for that. I won't, you know. No.
She is like whole pregnant and with her ass out, like with a gun, with a G gun. Yeah. This is crazy. No,
Am I
you
missing
did
something?
it.
Because I don't.
You don't see anything?
No, I don't see anything.
Okay, don't trip. So this is Lotto.
I'm telling you. Hold on a second. Let me leave the studio. I'll come right back.
Okay, go ahead. This is Lotto flexing for y'all. Yo, look at this. Like, not even a little bit pregnant. I think I saw a video somewhere where somebody was a little bit pregnant. Who was it? I forget exactly where I saw this. Oh, no. I wanted to pull. I should pull this video up. There was a pregnant stripper. That's what it was. It was a pregnant stripper, of all people. Shout out to you, Archangel Michael. We see you, man. But this is essentially like the same thing. Like, well, the pregnant stripper, she was actually, I don't know, maybe like 3 or 4 months. She wasn't like showing like this. This is crazy. This lady should be on bed rest. This lady should be somewhere chilling and just enjoying her maternity or whatever. But no. This is what's going on, and that's why the title is, when did this become normal? When exactly did this become normal? I am not sure. Okay, go ahead. I know you have to go in the other way.
Yeah, StreamYard tripping for me. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay.
I'll send the IT team. We got to just upgrade that. That's all.
All right. So let's just keep it all the way 100. When I was performing back 2002, 2001 pregnant, I would have never gotten on stage like this. Like, this isn't cute at all, in my opinion. It's not cute. It's not sexy. I don't see I don't get it. Like, I don't understand what this need to get out on stage in bra and panties or t-shirt and panties and make it seem like this is it. This ain't it. This ain't it. Now, let's just break this down. This is how she's on stage. She's pregnant. This is how she's performing and doing whatever she's doing. Meanwhile, she's pregnant by a married guy. Like, it's the representations in all of this is just bad. It's just bad. It's bad because the truth is there's nothing to celebrate here.
Not at all.
There's nothing to celebrate here. And yet, she got her very, very, very pregnant self out on stage, half naked, acting a fool, looking wild, looking crazy. Because this looks crazy. I don't care what anybody says. It looks absolutely nuts. The only thing that she did here that was responsible, in my opinion, was not wear stilettos like I did. Yeah. Women criticize Felicia Rashad for saying no man wants to see his woman dressing half naked in public. And you know what? They ate her alive.
Yeah.
When she said that, they came for Felicia Rashad. Do you hear me? They came for her. They wore her out. All kinds of girls went all kinds of nuts and all kinds of crazy. It was insane. I'm sitting there like, yo, y'all really going? Y'all going for mother's neck? Telling her she needed to mind her business, saying that she was probably a hoe, talking about, it's hold on a second, wait a minute. We got the dopest nerd in the building. Salute to Natanya Rubin. She has a comment. Maybe you can get it up there because I can't. But they came for her. And I'm just like, I don't know what's worse. The simple fact that y'all don't hear the value in what she's trying, in what this elder is trying to share with you, or that you think it's appropriate to cuss her out, call her all kinds of hoes, and talk about, you know, mm, what she was probably doing. Like there was actually people talking about how you gonna say something to me when you worked for Bill Cosby.
Mm.
Like they came at her hard.
That's just disrespectful.
They was like, you can't say nothing to me when you work for Bill Cosby. You need to mind your business, old bitch out there. Now, Natanya Rubin had a comment that she made. I'm sorry. What was it? Because I just wanted to.
She says, the greatest disrespect ever to yourself and your unborn child is completely breakdown of self-respect of society and the woman in it. Thanks for saying this. Yeah,
It's
it's the promotion of, I don't want to say the word, H house culture. It's
slut
the further
house.
promotion. Yeah, it's the further
Slut house.
promotion.
We can say slut house. They got the slut walk. We can say slut house.
Okay, all right, there we go.
So yeah, like it's gotten to the point now where common sense and decency, like for instance, when we were young and we was wild and we was out in the street and we was wearing our little short clothes and we was doing what we was doing, I used to have aunties say stuff like, you keep running around like that if you want to. When the boogeyman come and snatch your ass out there in the middle of the night and do stuff to you, don't come back home crying to nobody about what happened to you. And you can call that hate if you want, or you can just call it a sound warning. My godmother used to always say, going out to these clubs and partying and doing all of this stuff, you keep knocking on the devil's door long enough, one of these days he's going to answer and he's going to drag your ass in, and you might not be able to leave when you want to. All of these facts, good sound advice. You know, even the old heads used to say, they want a freak in the sheets, but they want a lady in the streets. Like this is what was taught. So now it's like we done flipped it around, we done flipped it upside down. Now it's, yeah, I hear some women talk about, oh, I don't really sleep around like that. I don't mess around with these guys like this. I just dress this way. So you pretend to be a slut for the attention because you like the attention you get, but you're actually not. Like that's wild. That's wild. This is the kind of world we're living in.
This reminds me, and it's I guess it's, well, I'm going left field a little bit, but I did the whole thing on the Figueroa corridor, and they're cleaning that place up. They're getting rid of a lot of the homeless people in that corridor. This is in LA, and it's politics. It's because the Olympics and stuff like that. I already know what game it is, but before the Olympics was even a thing, y'all, you people are familiar with Figueroa. Shout out to Strodell, right? And
Lord have mercy.
and the women on that, oh, you paused it, or okay?
I didn't pause it. I haven't touched it. I haven't touched
Oh,
anything. I'm
no, it's
not
weird. This
touching
thing is,
anything.
yeah, this thing is tripping. Like I said, I'm gonna take care of it. But you will see women on Figueroa, like this lady here, basically dressed up like bikini and basically nothing. Sometimes you roll down there, they wear nothing, and between let me see, whatever streets on Fig, and you got the little kids out there. These little girls will see these grown ass women out there dressed like that, and they would come outside with like bikini tops. And these little girls, like little babies, and the mama's like, "Why y'all coming out here dressed like that?" Well, we see the women out there dressed like that. We want to wear our summer. We want to go swimming, because that's what they told me. It's like, yeah, no, those girls are gonna go. They're about to go swimming.
Oh, that's what they say.
They would tell them like, no, that they don't, because kids don't know. But I mean, in all honesty, kids be knowing, but they, but you tell them what it is, and it's like, yeah.
Hmm. I just don't
So
understand since when did promoting looking like a professional SEX worker become the norm? Like I don't get it. It's and I understand. Like I don't know. Being provocative is one thing, and I understand it. But there's a time and a place for everything. Like even if you on the loose side of things, there's still a time and place for everything. And I don't know. I just don't see how being a performer on stage and being a performer on a street corner, like I shouldn't be able to find similarities. I, I just that's just kind of how I feel. Like that's part of the problem that I have with this whole Cardi B tour right now, because essentially, because she has no talent, essentially because she's nothing but a hooker child. This this is what her show is. Her show is nothing but a strip club in a large venue. It's just it's weird. Now I'm looking at what I'm looking at on stage. This Lizzo. Let's move. Should we move over to the Lizzo conversation?
yeah, we can move over to there.
I I
I mean, I'm sitting over here. I mean, number one, ugh,
this is gonna
no
be a
offense.
hard. This is gonna be a hard show to do without showing and be unbiased. Like I don't know if we can give unbiased commentary. It's once upon a time when Lizzo first came out and she was morbidly obese and selling herself as a morbidly obese SEX symbol. Um I was like, okay, I get it. And, no body shaming. I'm sexy no matter what size I am. I'm this, I'm that. You know, it's, I, it was just giving every kid gets a trophy feeling for me. That's kind of how it came off. Like everybody gets a trophy. Everybody gets an award kind of thing. And don't get me wrong, Lizzo is talented and she plays the flute and she does some stuff. But I stopped commenting on her because it was like you could tell this is clearly some gimmicky stuff and that they got going on. She decided that she's going to be, the fat girl at the circus. And I get it, and that's fine. That's but then they make this big deal about her losing all of this weight because now she's getting healthier. Mind you, all of this happened after she won the award that Beyonce couldn't win, Album of the Year. And the next thing you know, the pitchforks came for her. She was a mean girl. She was throwing chicken bones at her skinny background dancers. And she was just a mess. And then nobody refuted anything. She didn't even come forward with a statement about the situation. She just, went into her closet and was quiet. She didn't even go out on tour after she won that award. She didn't even go out on tour. And it was wild because I did a video about it. I talked about it on my Instagram and I was like, congrats, Lizzo. I was like, they finna come for you. They finna come for you, ho.
Mm,
And they did. I was right.
yeah,
I was right. They did. They came for her. And then the next time you saw her again, she had lost a ton of weight.
yeah.
And they were talking about how great she looked and how sexy she looked. And look at her. And she wasn't, super skinny, but compared to what she was, she had lost a good bit of weight. So I'm like, okay, we're going to see where this goes. And so now it's like, well, first things first, let's just talk about, what was it? A few weeks back, and then a few months back, she was defending Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
She was defending Jay-Z and Beyonce. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
she went all the way in on her Diddy defense. Oh my goodness, that man threw Easter parties and he threw parties for kids and he did this and he did that and whoopty whoopty woo. And y'all act like every party that he had was like that stuff that you heard about it. Oh my God, he did this and he did that. Like, she is such an industry pick me, it doesn't make any sense. But the shows that I've been seeing her do since then, like, she's been on Demon Time and she's putting that weight back on.
Demon Time, no offense with even what you said with Demon Time, the La Boo Boo or La
I
Puzu,
know, I know.
Pazuzu.
Paz- Pazuzu. Yeah, and it's cute. It's cute that they're, oh no, 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 it doesn't have any demon similar. Like, all you gotta do is just switch the name up a little bit. My thing is if you didn't want it to have any attachment to or be adjacent to that demon doll, that Pazuzu doll, which it looks eerily similar to.
The
They just,
demon.
yeah,
Yeah,
to the demon, to the
yeah.
Pazuzu demon.
Yeah.
And we'll do a deeper dive in that
Well, yeah,
when
yeah,
we
yeah.
go to Patreon.
We're gonna go to Patreon after this, so I think that's where we'll get deeper into that conversation because people in the chat is hitting the nail on the head when they were talking about the spirits of Jezebel and Baal and all these people been released on the United. That is real. That is so real.
You wanna know what's funny though? When I'm thinking about Lizzo sticking up for the diddler and sticking up for the jigger man, all that stuff that she's talking about, the research that we've been doing into the Epstein files.
Yeah,
That man threw parties for children too.
right, right.
That man threw, all kind of, like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just, yeah, but this Lizzo business, I'm sorry. And I'm not saying it to be smart. I'm not saying it to be cruel. Number one, her knees is starting to buckle in. Like, she's playing a lot of games with her body. She's playing a lot of games with her body. Whole lot of games. But it's funny because she's not pregnant, but she looked about the same size as all the pregnant women.
Excuse me. I'm sorry for laughing, y'all. I'm sorry. You
It
said it. You the one that said. I didn't say it. I just laughed.
and she the only one that's not pregnant.
the the jokes I got right. I'm not gonna go there.
But you want to sit here and you want to get on no, but see, this is the thing. She's baiting society to come for her, to have something to say for her, so that they can go out and salute to you. Thank you for being here. We just got a super
Oh
sticker
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah. Thank you,
um
thank you. The Detroit Black. Yeah, appreciate it. I
but
got you.
it's just this whole, we have to, it's just too much. It's too much. Like, and she's got potholes all up and down through her thighs, potholes in my lawn. It's just,
I got my hair done. Check my nails,
uh,
baby. How you feel? Feeling fat as hell. Um,
it's just a mess.
look.
This isn't. I don't understand it. Why is everybody in a diaper?
Well,
Lizzo was in a diaper. Now you got this one over here in a diaper. And she's sitting there, and then you want to sit up there, and then you want to twerk, and then you want to let this insane life-size demon doll come and smash you from the back. Like,
yeah. I what I wanted to also say is this is what America is showcasing to the world of our women, black women. You
black
know,
women.
and that's why I pulled up the Felicia Rashad situation. It's not just Men don't want to see, women dressed half naked in public. This is the reason why the Middle East and Iran call this country the Great Satan, right? I mean,
And they should.
yeah, because it's demon possessed. Let's just keep it a buck.
That's the
Um,
thing that I'm not liking. And we
but
need
it
to also talk about the destruction of, like, bail and all of that, and how all of that is coinciding with certain events that are happening right now. Um, I mean, we could even talk about, oh, like, yeah, this Patreon is going to be interesting, this deeper dive, because we're not going to talk about this here.
No, no, no. You already know. We're gonna get esoteric with it. We ain't gonna talk about it right here. But yeah,
But
Patreon
this
is
is
where we'll go.
insane. This
They
is
they
insane.
they are
This looks
doing it.
crazy.
They're doing it, and I'm gonna talk about that. This karmic alignment that's been going on since the 9th of April up until the 26th. It's a reason why you're seeing all this. And I'll get into the Jay-Z stuff too, because people got to pay it, but we'll do that on the Patreon. But back to what I'm saying, that they're showcasing to the world black women. This is like you said, part of the distraction, but this is crazy. Like, not just one, two, three. It's multiple. Um, just out of pocket. And I don't know if you want to talk about this one too. In the ladder, maybe
Yeah,
we can talk about
yeah, yeah. We
this
can
one,
we can we can let
this
that. We
one,
can close with that,
this one. Yeah, this one.
because you. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. We can close with that. We can
Okay,
close with that. It's
okay.
like, we're having a lot of issues with with black women and the way they're representing themselves for the world to see on the public stage. Brandon Nesbitt said Iran called us the land of Baphomet. And I mean, I can't,
Hmm.
can we argue with that?
Yeah, we can't really. We really can't.
I'm just, it's like, yeah, Detroit Black says it's sad to even call these shows. Jag, you performed and gave us real shows. This is how listen to me. I understand, but when you don't have um talent, and see, and they were getting in hard because, you know, Shaka Khan, recently came forward, and
Oh,
they was upset with her because she said that the reason why these girls are doing all of this stuff is because they don't have actual talent. And I don't see how she's wrong about that.
I mean, and the fans don't know because the fans they all high
This
and
is
drunk.
what they that part. Let's not even begin to talk about that part. That they're not even looking for it, and people aren't realizing that these events are being used to harness your energy. This is all energy harvesting. This is not about actually bringing forth and bringing forward um anything of value, or there's nothing of value. Like, for real, I want to ask somebody who goes to these shows, like, what was the best moment of the show? What was the most inspiring moment of the show? Like, what was the most, you know, like, you want to ask these people, what did you get out of this crap? Like,
They just gonna be like, oh, it was lit. It was lit. Yeah,
yep,
that's it.
that's it. It was lit. And then they want to talk about the most demonic, the most just, eh, yo, this country is going to hell in a handbasket.
Hmm.
Let's just be honest. So that we got this. We got this.
Yeah, yeah,
All black women.
yeah.
That's the
All
part
of
that's
them.
bothering me the most about this. And what's crazier is this is being influenced by one of the most demonic sluts in America, Barney B. but callous. You know, let's just go over whose show that this happened at before we get
Okay.
started.
Yeah.
This is a stripper who used, her sexuality to make her way into the main stages of the world, and then to find a way to, ingratiate herself to whoever had the power, and then be willing to, do whatever it takes to, you know, be in the spotlight. Like that's pretty much what she's known for. She still sucks as a rapper. There's no talent there. There's nothing there. And considering that she is a former stripper, now she's just decided to take what she knows and to mass produce it on a much larger level. So, being the stripper that she is, and let's be clear, she's not black. She has babies with black men,
And she
but she's not.
cosplays as black. Let's keep it a buck.
Yeah, she does.
It's a
She does.
cosplay.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
So
She ain't black, but let me stop. I ain't gonna say nothing because that'll be a diss to the Jamaicans
we
about the
shouldn't be
whole
we
the
shouldn't
whole
be
no
claiming her.
no, we don't claim her. Hell no. No, I don't claim her. I mean, I thought she was Trinidadian. I remember she was hot over there. She's part Trinidadian or something. I know, I got folks over there, but I was gonna say something about
She's
the
Trini and
patern
Dominican, right?
yeah, yeah, but I was gonna say something about the paternity situation. But I know you're gonna walk into that.
No, no, we can talk about the paternity situation
What
if
is
you
it?
like. You
Is
can
it
jump right
rumored?
into that.
Is it rumored that she said that that baby, that Stefan Diggs baby, and you called this out a long time ago. You
And I
said she
never
don't ever
said it. I never said it. See, you want to know what's funny? Because I don't try to make to put you in a position where people have to question your word or whatever. But how much stuff do I say in the backdrop that I don't
right.
even say online? Like they mad because I used to say everything online. I used to just come forward and come forward and come forward. But there's a lot of stuff that I no longer say publicly.
Well,
But what did I say to you? What did
sometimes
I
I
say?
forget. I forget if you've said it publicly or if you just said it to me in the background. But you did say she never shows the baby's face,
Hmm.
and you said that baby is more than likely uh, Offsets because she don't show the baby face,
I said
and
I would not be surprised
you wouldn't be surprised.
at all if it turns out that this baby isn't even Stefan Diggs and they did all of this for publicity.
And it's coming out. That's what it is because they got brand deals and stuff like that, right? I mean, they got
Hmm.
some stuff together that they do. So yeah,
Well, Offset wasn't busy going to work anymore. Offset was busy. Give thanks. Offset was busy uh in the casino because you remember they used to do commercials together. They had that McDonald's commercial
hmm
that they did together. They used to do the stuff until he started screwing everybody. But the real problem was because she didn't have a problem with him screwing everybody. The real problem that she had was him running through all the money.
mm,
It's all about the money for her.
mm,
That's really all that matters is the money, right? So he's running through all the money. So it looks like she just went and got her somebody else that she could do brand deals with
right.
because that's what her and old boy been doing. He's
hmm
got all of this stuff that he's selling, products that he's selling, and she go and she show up and she's there to bring her celebrity to like this is all these aren't relationships.
Nah,
These aren't relationships. These are business deals. These are business deals, and they're sitting there playing in everybody's face, acting like they're relationships, which is even crazier because what they're doing is they're encouraging people to look at dysfunction as real life.
yeah, exactly. Toxic. It was a toxic situation, and toxic. You should remove all toxicity out of your life. Period.
No,
And like
not
you
in
said,
America.
they're normalizing the fact. Oh well, if you got a person who does this, or just like accept it. No, you can do better.
No.
You can do better. You meaning you should do better, and then if you're around some people, you can do better. You can do better than that.
Yes, she is still married. She's still married. She done had a baby with another man, and this, that, and the third. And it turns out now it may this may actually be her husband's baby,
Well,
which would kind of make sense considering that it's also been rumored in the backdrop that Mr. Diggs isn't actually straight, but he's just been making a bunch of babies with a bunch of people to get the smell a pee pee skull off of him.
well, that sounds about right, I guess.
I
The
mean,
hype,
huh,
the hyper male
yeah,
for the most part. Yeah, I mean,
yeah. Because
it's
real
not.
men
It's
just gonna run around throwing a seed in anything and everything, every which way that you
you
turn and go.
you shouldn't. You definitely shouldn't. That's one thing I will say about the Gen Z boys. At least they've learned. They are learning. Like you don't. A lot of these boys are not out there doing a whole lot. Number one, they done seen their uncles. They done seen their fathers go through it with child support, this and that, or whatever. Because let's keep it a buck. The courts. A lot of women can weaponize the courts to a degree, and they
What do you
can,
mean can? That's what the court system is for.
and and
That's what the
and,
court
and
system is for.
if a boy grows up wanting to just say, okay, I'm going to have a traditional family, and he chooses the wrong woman, that messes up his whole bloodline. And hey, it is what it is. And then that's why you got a lot of these cats who will go and listen to the likes of a Andrew Tate or
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And then it's
yeah.
like you're right. So a lot of these young boys, and I got to give it to them, they are learning. So you don't have a lot of young dudes out here doing that, being these uh studs, or whatever.
Unfortunately, though, no, but unfortunately, though, it's coming from like they're making better choices, but it's a reaction
Yeah,
to something terrible.
yeah.
Like the psychology of the choices that they're making is off because what it does is it also leads into the fact of not having a family,
Well,
not settling down,
no,
not
no,
being in
no.
a lot of these boys don't want to be in relationships with girls. They don't.
Well.
They
Let
don't.
me
They'll sleep
let me
with
say
them, but they
let
don't
me
want to
say it
have
like this.
anything to do with them.
I'll say it like this: the option, and I'm not, well, I'll say shout out to what's his name? What's his name? Austin Hollerman, I believe that's his name. They got this thing. I don't necessarily agree with the passport bro situation, but I wouldn't be mad if my son said, "Hey, man, I I can't deal with these American women. I'm gonna go over here to Vietnam. I'm gonna go over here to Africa and go find me a wife." That's just the reality of things. It's kind of like America really doesn't uh, raise wives, or they don't have wives like that. And this is a perfect example. This woman here on stage with her baby, uh, twerking with her baby. I know you wanted to talk about the fact that she's putting her baby's health at risk, doing all this gyrating in the third trimester. But yeah, what normal sane man would want this?
I hear what you're saying about that passport situation, but it's so funny because people keep talking about that like it's new. And see, I remember a comedy special years ago done by a brilliant comedian named Eddie Murphy.
Eddie
And
Murphy.
he was talking about that passport stuff and he
Mm-hmm.
went and got him fufu.
Mfufu.
And guess what?
Eddie.
Do you remember how that turned out?
Mm-hmm. Eddie.
Eddie, Eddie, what have you done for me lately, Eddie? The reason why it worked is because they're not here. You go and you get the passport and you bring them here, and they will be infected by these hoes.
Damn.
And then
Damn.
it'll be Eddie. But Eddie, I don't have my message, Eddie. But Eddie, what have you done for me lately, Eddie? That
That's real.
and guess what? Eddie Murphy was talking that back in the 80s. 40 years later, it's the same.
Yeah, I wouldn't want my wife or BM, if I decided to
Okay.
do BM, to be up there doing this. And then, like you say, what did you say? Because I
I
didn't
hear
even.
what
I
you're
mean,
saying, but the problem is it's the environment. No, it's the environment. You can go and you can get you a passport and you can go, you bring her back here within a year. She's going to be Americanized. Within 2 years, she's going to be disgruntled. Within 3 years, she's going to be deceptive. And within 5 years, now she's going after you and she's going to go after you twice as hard because you brought her from a whole nother country, separated her from her family, and now you got her here. It's
Eddie.
the divorce is gonna be worse.
Yeah, well, no, I'll
It's the
send it.
environment.
I'll
If
send.
you actually want to have that kind of woman who comes from that kind of environment, then what you need to do is move there.
Well, I'll send her butt backpacking to wherever she came from. And shout out to oh, I want to get on this on the Patreon. I know we kind of I'm going a little off the road a little bit,
What are you
but
talking
I
about?
want to
Send her
get
back to where she came from. Jesus,
I want to send her back. I'll send her back to where she came from. But shout out to what's his face? The dude that's built like Roblox. Uh
which one?
pathetic. Pathetic. Pathetic.
Oh,
Um
pathetic wacko.
because he admitted to dibbling dabbling with the 304 behavior, basically
No,
solicitation, right? Now,
no,
you
he flat out said, "I've been spending money and throwing my beef jerky all
he
over the
he
beef
he's
jerky
not
thing."
he's not an American citizen. He's a naturalized citizen. His citizenship could be revoked. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm gonna talk about that though on the Patreon. I'm just saying
I mean, it
because
could be revoked, but if he,
he got to
but
be caught.
it all depends on who he's working for. Well, number one, I don't know why he would need to be caught when he sat there and openly admitted
Admitted it, yeah.
that he engages in professional sexual services. Like he admitted it. And the only people that I know that feel that comfortable with doing the kind of wild stunts and stuff that he's doing online
The agents,
are people who are protected by them boys.
yeah, yeah.
So like he's really like he's one of those guys who because sometimes you get these guys who they agents for the government or whatever the case may be, and they're sensible to a certain extent, but then you got the ones that yeah, because I can do whatever I want, and I'm gonna do whatever I want, and I'm gonna do it in your face, and then
The thing is
uh,
he don't understand that they break their tools. They don't keep you. They're not going to put you. They will break
well,
your
see, this is
arse.
the thing. There's going to be protection to a certain extent, but what he's doing right now, he's crashing out. And I'm watching all of these YouTubers sitting here cheering him on, and he's falling for it. I got a bad feeling for him. Like I got a prediction that it ain't gonna end too good for him.
Mm.
And but
Well, we'll talk about that
anyway,
more in detail. We'll talk about that more in detail
we're all
later.
over the place. So let's
Later.
stay a
But no,
little.
listen,
Let's stay
listen.
focused.
No,
Let's get back on
I
task
wanted to
here.
get back to the pregnant so I guess she's in her what
Well,
did you say? She's about
I
7 months,
wasn't
eight
even
months.
finished. I wasn't even finished saying what I had to say.
Well, my bad. Go ahead. Go ahead. I wanted to ask you though. She about what, 7, 8 months? What do you think? I mean, that's a,
She's
and she's probably
definitely in her third trimester.
right.
These
And it
these
looks
are
like
these are these are
it looked
third
like that's
trimester
gonna be a
people.
girl because it's sitting up high. This one right here looks like it's gonna be a boy because how low she is. But you said her doing all this gyrating could
Okay,
potentially.
I hear what you're saying. You moving my conversation along, but what are
My
you trying to
bad.
get
Go
to?
ahead. I was saying about the baby umbilical cord. Like
Yeah,
she's
well,
doing a whole lot.
I was trying to get there. I
Go
was
ahead. I'm
trying to
sorry.
get there.
My bad. My bad. Go ahead. I'm
No,
sorry.
it's cool. It's
I'll be
cool.
kicking the chair. Let's go.
No, you on one. You on one. When it comes to these crazy women, it does something to your psyche. It just turned you
It
all up.
it don't do nothing for me. Trust me.
I didn't say it did anything for you. I said it does something to you. You get you
I
get.
just said it don't do nothing for me. It don't do nothing for my psyche. This is just crazy work. I'm just
I
sitting here
didn't say
like,
for your psyche. I said to your psyche. But got it
okay,
anyway.
to my psyche. You sitting over here like, man, Lizzo getting
No, like it literally gives you a really, really, really like, bleh, like you
well,
become lethargic.
it's the same thing when I see YNs be doing some crazy stuff. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
I'm just saying.
And that's what I'm saying. You become lethargic, and that's all. That's my point. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying nothing else, man. I'm gonna let you do
Who raised these people?
the streets and the
Man,
internet.
there you go.
The
There you
streets and the
go.
internet. And that's really the heart and soul of where I'm leaning into. So you got Cardi B doing all of this crazy stuff, selling a life of debauchery, selling a life of low value, selling a life of class, um, and shame, but she's making all of this money do it. They're paying her all this money to do this stuff, right? She is the girl, right? The hot girl, and look at, because everything is about the money, right? It doesn't matter how shameful your life is. It doesn't matter how terrible your life is, as long as you're getting the money, right? Getting the bag.
Girl got
Essentially, am
five
I right?
thousand
Like that's
dollars, and she got $5,000 for doing this.
okay. So wait a minute. So wait a minute. So this is Cardi B is these people's role models. Th- She's their role model. So now, and let's not forget that she was pregnant in her third trimester, twerking all over the place to try to sell her record. Um, Disgusting. So now that we've gotten all of that done and we've seen the way that they've used her to infect the minds of these people, now we got this mother. Okay, so this mother comes and Cardi B, and it's weird because this is in Washington, D.C., Chocolate City.
Mm.
This is Washington, D.C. Um, ugh. Washington is compromised. The Black community in Washington has been compromised for a minute. There's a lot of stuff that's going on, but there is a heavy download culture in Washington, D.C. There is, all kinds of STD issues. There's all kinds of stuff that they don't really talk about like that in Black culture in Washington, D.C. And even when you look at, just the reality TV shows that are based in that area, they don't really tap in real life, real world, what's happening there. They have the celebrity culture going on. So here, this
Oh,
girl is a representation of the Black community.
side
Let's just,
note.
yeah.
Side note. When you said Washington D.C., I just thought about why. Remember when Dr. Short was saying why it was called Chocolate City? Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. I was like, ugh. And then they got
Dookie shoot.
and they say Real Housewives of Potomac because that's DMV. They got a white person on there now. So I mean, I guess
Yeah,
gentrifying the Real Housewives. But anyway, carry on.
they're gentrifying the area.
Oh no. When did I go? Because okay, I keep saying this. I'm a docent, African American Museum, Los Angeles. We went to the DC one when it was
Mhm.
open. I forget when that was. In fact, that's when I went. And shout out to Black Dot. Black Dot came with me to do a screening at Howard when I went. This was when uh not Universal, but the National Smithsonian African American Museum was opening. And even then, I was looking at DC like, oh yeah, this is it now. Oh, they call it Chocolate City. I don't see too many Black folks. But you say the undercurrent is a lot more heavy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I mean,
It's sad. It's sad, really, what's happening to Washington D.C. As a whole. Like I remember Washington and going down to DC or hanging out in Baltimore and remembering, mumble sauce and remember it, you know what I mean? Like there were certain things that were a staple of DC culture that nobody, food, go-go music, community. Like
yeah,
it's really not like that anymore. And now we have this crap.
yeah.
So like this girl is a representative of the black community, Washington D.C. right now, current day. This is what she's
Mm-mm-mm.
doing.
Mm-mm-mm.
Th- First things first, it's a twerking contest at a concert. So now you're not performing. You're not doing like, and I've been saying this. They got mad at me because I was going back and forth with people on Twitter about the Cardi B tour. And I'm like, every city that she's been to, she's had somebody else to come out on stage, somebody else to do this, somebody. And don't get me wrong, it's great for the fans. Oh, they get to see this person there. They get to see that person there. But I don't think that they're looking at the gag. Because what the gag is that she can't justify doing a whole real performance. So she has to turn it into kind of like a variety show. And that's why I
Mm.
said it shouldn't be called the Little Miss Drama Tour. It should be called Cardi B and Friends, the variety show. Or, you know,
Yeah,
like
it's a lot more to.
this is all smoke and mirrors.
It's a clown show.
This is all smoke and mirrors. So now you're throwing twerking contests at your show and you're offering $5,000. You're offering $5,000 for those to come up and twerk. And so y'all go and get the gimmick. It's kind of like, you remember like at old church services, especially at like apostolic houses of worship and Kojic houses of worship, when they would bring everybody through and that the music would be going and people would be donating and this would be that going on. And then they bring the little kid in to come and sing. And then the little kid would sing. And then, oh my God. And then next thing you know, they send out the donation bucket and everybody starts donating after this beautiful little child and sang their face off and yada, 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 and so on, so forth. This is kind of like like that in hell. They bring out the pregnant woman to sit here and twerk and jump all over the stage and throw us up all over the stage and do this and do that. And we're not going to show all of that here. When we go and do a deeper dive into this on Patreon, we have a little bit more liberty to, what we get to share. But what I'm not understanding is why this woman thought that this was a good idea. I don't know any OBGYN that would recommend you doing this. No, seriously. What a lot of people don't take into consideration is that the baby is now preparing at this stage in pregnancy. The baby is now preparing. The baby is turning, or should be turning
towards the exit.
the exit canal. Exactly. And this is a very, very, very tricky time in pregnancy, because if that baby turns the wrong way, the umbilical cord could twist around the child's neck. So if that happens, now it could rest there very easy, but or you might agitate the child into not wanting to move. Now the baby will be forced to come out breech.
Ooh,
Also very
bad.
dangerous.
That's bad. Yeah. Ooh.
Otherwise, you might be forced to have to go into a cesarean and have to cut the baby out of you, which just creates further, because not everybody that has a cesarean section recovers from that well. Like, that's why doctors prefer women that have babies naturally, so they don't have to be cut, because there are complications that could come along with that as well. All depending on the sterilization, whatever, you could catch an infection. Like, there's all kinds of stuff that goes on. Like, this is the time when a woman is supposed to be focused on making sure that her health and the baby's health are at its most optimum, making sure that the baby is safe, secure, peaceful, and preparing for delivery. Like, you're not supposed to be doing this kind of crazy stuff. Like, I remember, the doctor used to say, oh, don't be moving heavy furniture. Don't do this. You could throw yourself into labor. Like,
Right.
we're in this moment, but we don't know what the other side of the situation is going to look like. And if anything should happen to her baby, what's she going to do? Sue Cardi B?
Well, she
And
got
all of that for
$5,000.
$5,000. Listen to me. And I'm going to pull up, when we go over to Patreon, I'm just going to pull up like the post that you sent me and the comments, because those comments were extremely disheartening.
Which
Because
post?
the post of her on Twitter, on X, the post about her,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
those comments were horrifying. Oh, she's doing this for her baby. Why y'all hating? She trying to get this money for her baby. Okay, go ahead. Think that if you want to. Like, but she's there with her role model. And her role model was what? Twerking in stores, twerking in parking lots while she was pregnant. This kind of pregnant. It's the promotion of it all. Wait a minute. Dopest Nerd says she can't have the man, so she's trying to have the moment. That part. And this kind of pregnant, you shouldn't be thinking about any of that. The only moment you should be focused on is when you bring your child into the world. For all we know, her water broke after she left here.
Well,
For all we know, she's in the hospital right now.
well, at the end of this clip, you do see a somebody in a wheelchair.
Like, I'm just like,
I thought that was her. Maybe, and for a minute I thought this was Sukiyana. I was about to ugh. I thought that was Sukiyana. It looked like Sukiyana.
$5,000. You do this for $5,000. That goes to show you. And this is the thing, when you, like the comment that was made earlier, regarding Iran saying that we're the land of the box. It's images like this that prove them right.
Yeah.
It's images like this that prove them right. But I mean, this whole country, there's something very, very, very wrong with this country. But looking at all of this, these are the representations of what Black women look like in media right now.
It's ridiculous.
It's beyond it. It's very sad and it's very sickening. And what's wild is, if you speak up about it, if you say anything about it, they'll attack you.
Oh yeah.
She can do whatever she wants. It's her body. She can do whatever she wants. She jumped down on the floor with her belly dragging on that stage. If that child comes out with a birth defect, or if she did something to injure that child, then what? What's that $5,000 going to do for a lifetime of medical issues? Like, nobody's paying attention to it. Because I'm telling you right now, if this baby comes out stillborn,
the only thing I can see is on this I pause it here. Somebody doing an AI version of the baby coming out right here and start crip walking or something. I mean,
it's disgusting.
Some more
This is
entertainment.
This isn't there's nothing entertaining about this to me. All
No,
I'm
no,
sitting
no.
here looking like is just like, if
No, I'm
these are
just
the kind
saying.
of choices that you making before this child is born, what kind of mother are you really gonna be?
No, I'm just saying like how people sometimes people do things for the internet because the title is when did this become normal, right? I honestly think, like you say, 2005, 2006, the birth of the internet is where it was like attention is the new clout, attention is the new currency. So really, that's what it is. Attention is the new currency. This young lady wanted attention, and she got it, and she will be forever on the internet for the. Remember that black lady? Remember that girl who was twerking at the Cardi
So
B
what's gonna
concert?
happen is after she has that baby and people remember her, oh, you that dumb hoe that was, or the
how,
ignorant
how your
guy.
baby doing? How young Travis Von Travis doing?
Your mama a hoe. I seen your mama. She was about to shake you out on stage at that Cardi B show. Like, not cute.
Yeah.
Not cute. Salute classics in the building. I'm just, yeah, no, there's something wrong with our world. There's something very wrong with our world. And for me to, for me, like I was the edge. Like I was wild when I was younger. This stuff, mm-mm. I can't even begin. I can't even begin. Like I don't even know what my commentary is gonna sound like because like I'm just like like I'm like this is eeks. This is like this is nasty. It's ugly. This is what black women have become. This is how we're being represented on stage, live. This is how we're being represented in the world. And meanwhile, all of this is to give credence to the fact that this is the industry's way of getting everybody back to work. Like everybody's on the road right now.
Even 60-year-old rappers, huh?
Everybody's on the road right now. Look, go. Should we talk about it?
Sure.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I did this, all of it, just
Yeah.
pregnant foolishness. Like I just, I'm sorry.
I know it's and I didn't expect us to even go this long on the topic because in all honesty, yeah, this is sickening behavior. Y'all tell y'all nieces and nephews and sisters and brothers and cousins like this ain't cool. This is not something.
I'm rubbing on my belly, and my baby daddy is married, and his wife gonna be at my baby shower, yeah.
It's
Cause I'm
it
gay.
just
Like
it's a display of just the dysfunction, just the dysfunction within this country. This is just on. This is the display.
there's something wrong with this country, and it's wild because people are looking at they're looking at the people that oppose us like there's something wrong with them. Hmm. Is there? Is there something wrong with them? Because this shit is it's out of control.
And I'm not gonna go there, at least on this live. But y'all already know we're gonna talk about it on the Patreon in regards to. Let me pause it because I might get in trouble for, you know, um, yeah. Who's behind all this? It's a
Nobody's
lot more
paying
to it.
attention to that.
Who's behind all this? That it's a lot more to it. I'm not going to even blame the usual suspects.
We're talking about the surface level here.
Yeah, this is just
But people, the usual suspects that we would normally be talking about, they're nothing. There is a much deeper level of sickness and influence.
hmm
it's just Cardi got a lifetime sympathy card. A lot of black women love elevating her. What's funny is I don't understand why. Why does she have a sympathy card? You know, it was so funny because the other day she was online and she was complaining about how somebody stole her Amex and how they ran it up to $70,000 and all of them are gonna go to jail and whoopty whoopty woo. And I'm just thinking to myself, why? Why? And I heard people, yeah, Cardi, you make sure you press them charges. Well, what about all of the men that she robbed?
Oh, hey,
what about all of the men that she tricked into hotel rooms and gave them things to make them go to sleep so that she could rob them and then sat
okay, they muted you.
Just as recently as a couple months ago. Yeah, I said it. Who muted me?
Oh no. It was muted for a second. So what you said didn't come through, but it's fine.
Oh
now.
Wow. Well then let me say it again.
Say it again.
She sat there online just a couple of months ago bragging about all of the men that she robbed, bragging about all of the men that she tricked, bragging about the men who she tortured by bringing transgender people in to do stuff with them when they didn't know that they were transgenders, just so she could say it and mentally terrorize people. And had the audacity to say, and I do it again. And I do it again.
Well, people like that, they don't fear consequences.
Who's really going to press charges against you?
No, that's
these people should press charges against you. These people should come back. These people that you did this to, they should come back and press charges against you.
Well, remember the Department of was it the Department of Homeland Security? Yeah, I believe it was them. They went in.
And yet nobody's arrested her for it. Yet she ain't catching no hell. She keeps winning these bullshit cases that they have her to make her look like, oh yeah, because as long as she's on the right side of the demon time, she's protected. Like, this is what she is a representative of.
That is right. You're right, because I'm gonna tell you what. Let this have been a guy, right? Let's just say, let's flip it. Even when we talk about all the stuff with like underage boys and women, like there's been a very recent high rash of teachers, like elementary school to junior high teachers messing with these little 11-year-old 12-year-old boys, right? So if it's, of course that's disgusting, but if it's the other way around, people will be stomped out. It's gonna be a problem. Now the situation with this, let's just say if it was the other way around, she went on and said, I did this to these guys, and I did this, and I, blah blah blah, and then Homeland Security. This is all jokingly. It's almost like when Arby's and McDonald's was tweeting against Wendy's, or like it's like that. Like, you guys are promoting each other.
It's become satire.
Right. They literally went on here and was like, oh, as long as she don't derug or rob our agents, we'll consider that an improvement for her past behavior. No, how about there's some charges against her for that past behavior? For real.
The simple fact that there is a law enforcement agency announcing and acknowledging that she's a criminal.
Right. And y'all not doing nothing.
And y'all not doing anything about it. But she's going to make sure that people go to jail for robbing her. Why? Why? That's called karma. You deserve to be robbed.
Ooh.
Except this time, it's not your husband. Except this time, it ain't his mama. Because as long as, these guys is putting their work in with her, she don't mind being robbed. She's the biggest trick in the game.
Damn.
This is why I don't understand why people be sitting here making her out to be, oh, Cardi B, Cardi B. She a trick. She a trick ass hoe who pays for people to sleep with her. Because clearly they don't really want to be there. They wouldn't be spending so much time with other women if that was true. She a bum. In all honesty, she's a bum who encourages low value and low moral people into making bad decisions that will ruin their lives and put them in the system that she's being protected by. Let's just be honest. She sits online bragging about all the crimes that she has committed while they sit there and praise her because, right, she's getting all of this money and she's getting all of this money, but she ain't got enough money to she deserved to get robbed. All they got was 70,000. That's a damn shame. They should have got more.
Word on the street is Offset has something to do with that, but that's what the streets are saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not allegedly. Let's put it out there. Allegedly.
Who knows? Who knows when it comes to these people? This fool just got shot in either in his backside or in his leg, and he rolling out on stage where over at Coachella or something. And can barely stand up. Like, it's just pathetic. People are pathetic.
Look, do we really want to go there? Because this is why I'm saving the Patreon for. Do we really want to go there? Because I'm telling y'all, don't think that even that situation was coincidental, by accident. No, I'm under the impression that a lot of these stories, quote unquote, come out to coincide with certain stuff. If you do the gematria about certain stuff, you know what I'm saying, you already know what it is. And then what they do is that'll even him getting, pow in the butt, right? That's like, that's a humiliation thing too.
All of
but
this.
There's something else. There's probably something else going on behind the scenes. And I want y'all to pay attention. The NFL, since we're talking about Stephon Diggs, he's not even, no team is really, he's not signed any team or nothing like that. But there's some rumblings going on about the NFL, and they're going to be under investigation and Rock Nation stuff. I'm telling y'all, this stuff ain't
all attached to the Epstein files.
Yep.
That's why I can't wait. Grace is doing a lot of great research right now. We're going to be putting the series together, but the Jaguar Wright Uncensored podcast is coming back, and we're going to be taking a full deep dive, piece by piece, into the Epstein files, since everybody wants to avoid it, since everybody is so afraid to talk about it. It's so funny because, the last focus conversation that me and Grace were having about the Epstein files, and she was looking through the stuff and talking about the, one of the victims that had been corresponding with Jeffrey Epstein, and how she was thanking him for, him letting her stay, her and her sister stay at his, New York house compound, his New York City compound that was, shut down years ago, and how they were going to be performing in a Christmas pageant. And I'm sitting there like, she's writing letters. This child is writing letters. Like,
it's sick.
There's a lot that people are just not paying attention to, that people are just.
Well, I sent you something because I sent something to Grace because I'm glad you guys are gonna talk and get more in depth about the files, the e-files, right? Because a lot of people are just not really paying. It's so much information out there on this stuff. It's so much information. There's no information. A lot of people are overlooking a lot of stuff. I was just sending you the stuff about the Russian model who visited the island in '06, and
Mm-hmm.
she was 17, and then 2 years later, she fell from a ninth floor apartment building in New York, and then there was another girl who was 14 that was said she was abused by somebody. I'm not gonna say who. And 5 years after, she was ready to come out, and and then after she filed the complaint, she was found suicide.
Yeah.
Like, this is it. So that's why I sent that to y'all, because I'm glad you guys are gonna talk about it, because this stuff needs to be discussed even more, for real.
Well, no, somebody needs to really understand what's going on in these files, because honestly, what these files are showing is exactly how common this behavior has been, and how it's been happening in plain sight, right out here in front of everybody's face for decades. And see, this is the issue that I'm having with everybody when it comes to talking about, you know, oh, the files and such and such and such, whoop de whoop de woo. These files have been sitting there. The government has known about these files for multiple
Yeah,
presidential
yeah.
residencies. Like,
And then Melania having to come out. Yeah, I'm glad y'all talking about it, because um yeah, yeah, people gotta wake up. I don't think people are waking up enough. And then we'll talk about that on the Patreon
no,
too, because
people
what
cracked their
the
eye open and saw reality and said, I want to go back to sleep.
there you go.
My
But
dreams are safer than reality. That's what people are saying right now. And it's wild, because
thank you.
all of these content creators, oh, yeah, we want the Epstein files. We want the files. Open up the files. The public has the right to know what's going on. And whoop de whoop de whoop. And yada, yada, yada. And guess what? In the midst of all of that, they finally get it, and then they say, "Oh, yeah, 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 let's go, let's go see Lizzo get banged out by La Boo Boo."
Let's go to Coachella. Thank you, Never Your Angel. And yeah, that guy Jeffrey goes way back to the Iran Contra. Yep, on the supply side of the game. You own it, Never Your Angel.
Like, everyone has been like, this stuff has been there. It's funny, they want to talk about Trump in those files. They're not talking about the fact that Barack Obama has strong attachment to a good share of people
Yeah,
in them
exactly,
files.
exactly. It ain't
They're
it
not
ain't just
talking about the fact that Joe Biden's administration, along with Kamala Harris, knew about those files.
Jag. Save it for the podcast, to be honest, because you got to compartmentalize stuff, and I get it. Just like you said, I be getting turned up, you getting turned up, but it's a good
No,
way,
because
because
this
guess
this
what?
is
People
disgusting.
are people are being selective. They're being selective, and then the outrage, they want to point it at something else. When in all honesty, it's like, look, it's all of them. Let's just keep it a buck. It's all of them.
We want the truth. We want the truth. In the words of Jack Nicholson and A Few Good Men, you can't handle the truth. They traumatized the American public into punking out of facing reality. It's wild. And I'm just sitting there looking like, oh, listen to me. Whitney Webb, she's doing her thing.
I done heard
She's
some
doing
stuff
her thing.
about. I done heard some stuff about. I got to do more research. No, we appreciate that, Akshay. Yeah, I was already on her too, but I done heard some stuff. I'm gonna just say it like that. I'm not debunking nobody. I'm not coming at nobody. I'm just saying.
What I'll say about Whitney Webb is that, we all need to make sure, we need to know who's paying whose checks,
There you go. There you go.
because we got a lot of people out here. Like, it's so funny sitting there and listening to people talk about Candace Owens speaking on Jay-Z,
Being a
having,
fed, right?
yeah, 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 allegedly being a government
You right.
agent, and it's
Exact.
wild
Allegedly. Right.
because the truth is, how does this work? I'm just trying to figure out how this world works. I say things in very, very, very real public spaces, and then the next thing you know, people act like I never said nothing at all, and then somebody else comes forward and says it, and they put them on a larger platform, and they open stuff up, and they say, "Oh my God, did you hear what she said?" Like, okay.
I'm gonna tell you something. Me and Jag, that's how we're on the same level on certain stuff too. Because I've been, well, let's just say the alleged side, but I've been heard that and knew that a long time ago. And then you come about and it just confirmed a lot of stuff. And you were one of the first ones to be out there to throw that alleged situation out there. And I was just like, well, see, my thing is the only thing I really be pulling Jag back on certain stuff is like, we got to have that documented proof. If she saw it with her own eyes, I get it. Just like we talked about, some other people who are possibly some CIA assets, right? And I can talk to Jag, and you already know. I could even come out and be like, I'm 100% sure or 99.9% sure. But guess what? Still got to have that documented evidence. But Jag did say something along those lines, and I think a lot of people are picking up what she's been dropping a long time ago, and they're running with it because then now they're tying in the Desiree Perez's connection to the 40/40 Club, and yeah, it all starts to make sense now. I think that's what people...
I tell you what I know. Ever since we started talking about the fact that the Perez's had been pardoned by the Trump administration, and who was the hands that they were using to work that whole thing out in the backdrop.
Kushner. Kushner. Oh, Gesundheit. Go ahead.
Yeah. And Van Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since then, we've been getting a different reaction out of certain people too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because I tell you one thing, to sit there in a public space and talk about putting certain people in Guantanamo Bay, but meanwhile, you're funding their Run Wild and Free campaign on the backdrop. Exactly. That's a little strange. So yeah, I mean, we're about to call it here because we got to prepare and get on over to Patreon in a bit. For those of you who are Patreon members, y'all already know we talk a little bit more unrestricted over there.
Oh no, we about to go crazy. In fact, I think we'll end the conversation over there with this because how you approach this whole situation today about the slut house culture, the normalcy of the BS.
Yeah.
And no offense to the AKAs, but in all honesty, y'all foul for going to go hire Trick Daddy, Adina Howard, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But we'll talk more about that over there because in all honesty, the hypocrisy is a little bit loud right now. You dig?
Well, what I'm gonna say is I think we should take a little skip down memory lane with Spike Lee doing a movie called School Days, talking about the HBCUs and fraternity culture, because frat culture is it's a problem. It's a problem. Frat culture is control chaos. And not only that, it shapes the young people within those organizations on how to operate covertly.
Right.
And be on some crap in society. And they all are pushing each other. Like, for instance, I don't know if it was frat related, but that little private group that, the African Studies group or whatever that...
Yeah, yeah,
J.
yeah. The J. Cole
Ariel
and
Mitchell,
Ariel
and
Mitchell. Uh-huh.
you know, it's there's just so much how they shape people in these institutions, and meanwhile, now people are calling out, all of these colleges and so on and so forth, and saying that it's all bullshit. It's just programming. It's programming. It puts people in debt, and it forces people to, be beholden to the system. So it's, and how they're really not teaching people anything. I know, Lord knows, they're not teaching any of the kids anything in school anymore, and the stuff that they are being taught is kind of scary. But I digress.
Oh, the name of that Pan African Student Coalition was Haraya,
Hmm.
and J. Cole was president, and Ariel Mitchell was she was a part of it. I'll just say it like that.
Yeah,
At the same time, it's not even like J. Cole went there in 2007 and then she went in 2009. No, they were there at the same time.
at the same time.
Horaya, Haraya. Y'all look that up. Horaya, African Union. I don't know, but that's the name of the thing. And yeah, like you said, it gave them the protocols of how to operate in their
In
little,
society.
covertly way in society. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
That's what all of this stuff is about. It's about shaping people and shaping minds to be tools for society. It's huh. It's wild when I think about Angie Stone and her actually becoming a soarer, and going off into a sorority right
yeah,
before she passed away. And I'm
yeah,
like, man, what a lineup that was. But seriously, if you look at Spike Lee's journey down how things work at HBCUs with frat life culture and soror culture, you know, it was the AKAs and the A5 who were being, represented, you know, in that film. And when you look at everything that was going on, it just lets you know what's real. Like,
right,
it
right,
shows you the real. And
right.
for them to hire Luther Campbell,
Hmm.
what was it, JT Money?
Was it JT Money?
I think so. And Trick Daddy.
Well, JT Money. I shout out to JT Money. I'll give him a pass. Now, who that off branch trying to bang with the click, trying to get your name up the clicky? That he was a man. I like JT Money.
Yeah, I mean, but y'all knew what they was all about. Y'all knew what y'all was
Right.
promoting, and you want to sit up there and you want to act like y'all are a dignified organization. Hogwash, hogwash. Everybody knows. Everybody knows that the AKAs have been slutty for years.
But
For
that would be
years.
like the way they're trying to portray themselves. Let's just say that would be like the Mormon Church bringing Marilyn Manson to come perform at whatever. I don't know. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, everybody has it. Everybody know about their reputation. I'll just keep it a buck. You're right.
Like, it's just, that's why I find it funny that, oh yeah, well, we had to shut his mic down because he was being this and he was being that. Like, the stuff that y'all have done during your weeks for crossover and Hell Week and all of that stuff, y'all know that that's what y'all about. And they do these sexual humiliation rituals as way to gain entry into their club. Which leads to what? So yeah, we got a lot more to talk about, but
Of course. Of course.
we'll see you guys over at Patreon. I'm Jaguar Wright. It's been cool. It's been a nice little Sunday. Salute to everyone here.
Mhm.
to the moderators in the building, Archangel Michael, the dopest nerd, Auntie
Mm-hmm.
Leah,
Mm-hmm.
and just all of our regulars, all our members, all of our family. Salute to you as well. Classic Live came in as a new member today. Salute,
Yeah, yeah,
salute.
that's what's
Shout
up.
out
That's
to
what's up.
LP. And
Yeah,
yeah, we're gonna get ready to head
we
down
yeah,
to the, we're going over there.
yeah, we're gonna get on over there. But in the words of Dr. Umar, y'all remember.
Some of y'all don't want to hear that because you don't live in reality. But I'm telling you, as a psychologist, I'm not going to be able to psychologize all of them on the corner. Some of them going to sleep for good.
All right, we out.